And so the best action is to think. It is the most important action because it is the one action that, of course, defines all other actions. It's the easiest action, yet the most pertinent, most significant action to take. The best action is simply to think. Thinking being an action. A conscious effort
To learn is to think.
to envision, to imagine,
To think. Because to think is to learn.
to
learn.
intuit, as well as
To think is to learn.
grow, to fucking, you know what I'm saying?
And to know is to remember.
To see clearest, to see new, to see fresh, to see newly.
Because to think,
the same thing differently.
To think is to learn. To know is to remember.
Every time. The best action. The most important action. The very essence of reality, the very essence of existence, the very essence of humanity, the very essence of conscious experience is to think. So we must ask ourselves, are we thinking about thinking? And if not, why not? And if not, why not? Then why? And more so, when think, the best action, thinking. What can you do? Something is very, as very basic, something is very useful, something is very intense, very special. Use your brain. Because if you don't, and when you don't, someone else will use your brain to the benefit of, that they see fit for it. The energy that you've been blessed with on the day you awoken, on the day you awoken in this room, with that mind, knowing everything but not knowing how to know, not yet defining or designating, categorizing, selecting your style of recollection. Through thinking, this is all your destiny, all your assignment. This is all your tool. This is the only tools necessary, required. The only tools, the only qualifications necessary. Right between your eyes. Just to begin with. Because if you don't use your brain is definitely being used. So it's about claiming your power back, you know what I mean? Claiming your right to knowing yourself, really, you know? They say know thyself, yes, but you still gotta know how to know, and know that you know, and you know, and know for sure, without a doubt, how to know. The very word knowledge itself has know in it. Yes, of course. So Don't have someone else tell you what is for you to confirm anyway. And that's what communication, and that's the idea of communication, is sharing information, building upon the truth, building upon facts, which change, yet truth remains. Even when a fact changes, because change is the only thing that is constant, the truth is still the truth. That's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Information
and intelligence.
To all my thinkers out there, because we have those that we encounter where talk just to talk to be heard. But if you're not thinking, then that's what we run into, is when we begin to just speak, just to talk. We want to be accepted. We want to be understood. We want our voice to matter. Well, if you first of all, you shouldn't want anything that you're not giving, or you shouldn't want anything that you don't know for sure in your heart and have proven through your actions, beginning with the act of thinking, is purposed for you. And there's ways to see that. It's ways that you can, there's a 4 layers and 4 steps to deny, or to refuse what is truly yours. And it's like, what's funny is, like, when it's yours, then it's up to you. It's your prerogative. It's your choice, as well as your right to refuse it. But when it isn't yours, then you have no right to even expect it. But everyone is entitled to freedom. Everyone is entitled to peace of mind. Everyone. It's your God-given birthright to think, for one, and also to be free. So them is the facts. And when it comes to speaking, another action. This is for my articulates. This is for my my coordinators. My spokespersons, ambassadors. You understand? Because when it comes to a mindful individual, a contemplative individual, you can't help but come to realizations. You can't help but have epiphanies. And as far as expression goes, as I mentioned, it's a mere process. It's a mere exercise of appreciating and sharing the appreciation of said truths. So when you trade in ideas, when you're trading communication, trading, your voice, then, who's to say how much it matters and why it should matter, or where it matters at, It's like, what is it? What good is it doing? Like, what is the point? You know what I mean? Like, first of all, I believe in taboos. I come from a culture that acknowledges, that respects taboos. It's like, I was always taught, unless you're improving upon silence, then you should stay, then you should be quiet. And if you don't have nothing good to say, then don't say anything. So, and if it's already been said, even if it is good, you got to be creative in how you can improve upon it. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's not the issue, and that's not your objective. However, that's just more time you could be thinking and not talking. But it starts with thinking first. And that's the whole thing, like, right? As far as thinking, and that being the best action, by far, any other action in relation is only improved, enhanced, and benefits from, the more thinking. not necessarily even just about it. Just if a person, whatever person is taking whatever action, if that person, when that person is also thinking,
To think is to learn.
you know what I mean? It's just like that's that proper, potent area, essence of
To
it,
know
type of section.
is to remember. 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 Is to remember is to remember.